But we have one of the beautiful ladies who was actually a fan favorite on Put a Ring on It, and she is joining us tonight, Miss Ashley. Hey, girl.
Hey, boo. Hey.
How you doing, honey?
I am doing wonderful. How about y'all?
We are good. We are good. Thank you so much for joining us, girl. This show has definitely been blowing up on social media. It has been the talk of some of the reality dating or marriage shows because it just gives people a different view on relationships. Where some people are really questioning if they want to have a forever with the person that they are currently with. And the show puts a spin on it to where they allow you to date and see if that person is your person. So your person happens to be Mr. Hollywood. And Hollywood also, was a fan favorite. And I think people really connected to you two because you guys were so relatable. So tell us, how was the show for you? Were you really excited about being on reality TV and opening up?
Honestly, I think what I was most excited about was getting something to kind of help me because I felt like before that, I was a little stuck. Like I felt stuck. Like I just felt like I was on autopilot and just going with the flow. And when this came about, I was like, well, you know what? Let's do something different to get a different result. And so that's what excited me was just like, you know what? Finally, I'll get some tools. I get something that's just thrown in here and it's going to help me to figure out what I want to do.
Did you think that during the process, at any point, did you feel bad about going on these dates with these other guys?
You know what? I have to be honest. I didn't feel bad about going on the dates. I felt bad that me going on the dates was hurting him.
Mm.
So that was the thing because, at the beginning, he did mention, like, not at the beginning of this show, but just like in our relationship after he proposed and he was kind of going back and forth, he made a statement as far as like, you know what, I want to see other people. So I'm just like, hey, God, you get to see other people and I do too. So come on,
Right.
let's get cracking. You know what I'm saying? So, and it wasn't like catchback, but it was just like, you have to watch what you say because you're going to get it. And so, no, I didn't feel bad because I had fun. I had a ball of fun with every single last one of my dates. They were great, amazing gentlemen, great energy, and it was fun. It was quarantine time too. We were on lockdown, couldn't do nothing. So no, I was like, oh, we get to go? Oh, okay. I was ready to
go. Now, we did see where some of the couples did feel a certain type of way when they saw their significant other go out on dates. How was that for you?
For me, it was easy. I'm not a jealous person anyway. And, Hollywood is fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I deal with it all the time. Girls coming in the inbox, girls, oh, he's so fine. That kind of stuff does not bother me. And normally, like in just a normal setting like that, it doesn't bother him either. But because we got to go on dates, that's the part that bothered him. It didn't bother me because I was like, I don't know if it was cocky or what, but I was just like, I know you ain't going to find nobody like me. And then two, if you go out here and clown, you're going to be for the streets. So it was hard. This process was a whole lot harder for him than it was for me.
Wow. And I was actually going to ask you, like, how did this process help you?
It helped me because with the counseling, like a lot of the things I didn't even realize that was going on the inside. Like I just knew, we know anger or sadness, but some of that stuff don't really kind of connect to certain things so you can solve it and you can get over it. Going through that counseling, I got a lot of clarity about myself as far as like, one instance, it was when he kind of like reneged on the get married and all of that kind of stuff. I didn't realize that I was really angry with myself. Like I was angry with him and I knew that, but I didn't realize I was angry with myself because I didn't leave. And in that moment, it kind of gave myself the permission to say, you know what, I did what was right, what I felt was right at that time with what I had. Along with renegotiating. Dr. Nicole talked about that a lot. Like in relationships, we get into relationships and sometimes we allow, the other person to just do certain things, and we accept it, and then they get used to it, and then they're just like, oh wait, hold on, you changing, you flipping the script. You can renegotiate certain things in your relationship, like saying, now this is not good for me anymore, like
Right.
this is fine. So I did get a lot of clarity, and I don't think some of my clarity was at the benefit of Hollywood, but it was the benefit of myself. And that's, that part I had to learn how to kind of be a little more selfish, because in a relationship, sometimes I can put somebody else's feelings above mine, and I'll just sit there, suffer just because you happy,
Exactly. Exactly. And like I said, I think one reason why you were such a fan favorite is, first of all, you two were fun. When it was good between the two of you, it was really good. You guys were funny. You were personable. But also, I think every woman has been in that position where they have felt the pain of
Yeah.
their significant other, and their significant other may want them to get over it. But it's like, I'm not ready just yet because you want me to be ready. So seeing that pain in your face and your eyes and trying to communicate that, but in his head, he's just simply like, well, I apologized. What now?
Enough.
Yeah.
Right. For him, it was enough. I'm sorry, let's go. And it's like,
right.
no. And I think a lot of men don't get that. And I hope that, some women had their guys. And I've seen certain people that say, me and my husband or me and my boo watch it together. And it's like counseling for us as well. And that, touched me because, if I'm going to go out and do this and put it on national TV and, some parts of this is embarrassing, I want someone else to be able to get something from it. And a lot of men do that. I feel like hands down, women are the strongest, especially Black women. Women, period, are the strongest beings on this planet because men cannot deal with half the stuff we deal with emotionally. You know what I'm saying? They can't. And for him, it was very hard, because it's just like, well, I said I'm sorry. What else you want me to do? And it's like,
right.
Give me some time.
Exactly. And with this experiment, I looking at it from a singles perspective, I kind of felt like when you're going on these dates with these people and you may have the chemistry, like you and Kwame had a lot of chemistry, girl, a lot of chemistry. And it puts you in a predicament where it's like, okay, I really like this person, but they're not 100% available. So at any point, did you think that it was a good idea to go on these dates with singles, especially when you still were kind of committed?
I did at first because I didn't get a connection. Really, I thought the whole purpose was to just go be social, get some new energy around you, kind of, just feel something different than what you've been feeling. And after, that, and the doctor's like, no, like your objective is to see if you can make a connection with somebody. Don't waste your time. If you make a connection, then pursue that. And so when she said that, I'm just like, oh, okay. Because, I'm just a flirt by nature. I'm flirting with all my days, having fun. And they think I'm in love. And I'm like, thanks. Like they were good guys, but it just wasn't. It was totally different. Like that connection, it really was out of nowhere. Like really out of nowhere. And I think, y'all see like a snippet of the dates. We're on date 2 hours, talking, getting to know each other, really feeling this kind of energy. And it did get a little complicated. It did. And I questioned myself about going on those dates. But I was getting so much negativity at home. Like, and normally Hollywood is like the life of the party. Like he's super fun. He's a clown, but he really could not take it. And I'm an honest person. So if he asked like, hey, did you really have a connection? You like him? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm like, I didn't want to lie about this experience because I'm like, what is it going to do? It's not going to help you or me. But he was so negative, and it was so hard at home that I wanted to go on a date. And so the thing is, I felt like in an instance, he was kind of pushing me to do it. Saying, because I was just like, I don't want to feel this energy at home. Like I'm an empath. I feel it strong. I was like, no, I'm feeling good energy when I'm over here with him and he's smiling and giggling and I'm smiling and giggling. I want to feel that. And but yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? He's an attractive man. Like he's fine. He's saying the right stuff. We have great chemistry. And literally it was so natural. Like it was weird. And so even though I didn't want to like make him upset, I just wanted that feeling of just feel good. And then in the process, start being like, oh, wait.
Right.
You know.
Now, I know some people at home want to know, dating on camera, how
Mm.
hard, how easy was that for you to kind of forget that they were there and just live and just be in the moment?
You never forget. Because they're like right there. They're like one on him, one on me, one on us. Like you don't forget, but I try to consciously just like be in the moment.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, okay, I know camera's here. I know they're filming, but you know what? I want to be in the moment. Let's have a good time. And then
Mhm.
genuine, like the connection is a genuine connection, is kind of hard. Like after a while you see them, but it's just like, I can't find it, Jesus. Like just have a good time. So
Mhm.
for me, they never went away. Like,
Mhm.
but I just had to be like, focus, girl. Like, let's deal with what we did.
Now, you were really sweet on all of your dates, but was there any one of the guys where you were like, after this camera cut, I never want to hear from this man again?
You know what? All of them were super nice. Like they were super nice. The only one that I feel like I wouldn't probably go on anymore. So the other ones I could go on date, like not dates, but like say if we were friends, like, oh yeah, let's go to kick it at the club. All of them. They were really nice. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm,
And
I'm saying, okay, so all of them, like had really good energy. Like the only one, like Charles, um, it was just a little too calm for me. Like it was
Mhm.
like I was like, okay, this would not be, you know, especially coming from Hollywood. Like I can't have somebody that's too calm.
Right.
I need some funk. I need to come back with the jokes, So yeah.
And there was one moment where Hollywood had gotten very candid. It was about the hurt from his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that was something that he needed to work more in therapy in order for you guys to connect, or have you guys already kind of had that conversation so you knew of that pain?
I definitely knew that pain.
Mhm.
We've had in-depth conversations about his mom, and it's crazy because at the beginning of our relationship, when he was telling me this kind of stuff, I told him I was like, "That's something you need to go to therapy. You need to." I was like, "That has possibly affected your relationships with all of your girlfriends." No,
Mhm.
no, they didn't. He was in denial, I think, for a long time, and then when it's said in a therapy session, because this is his first therapy session, and I think he realized that that's something he definitely needs to work through, and he says that he wants to do that and, go through therapy and kind of work through that. But I just need to see it. Like, I don't want to have, I don't want to push anybody. I don't want, like, I want you to want to do that on your own
Mhm.
because it's important for him.
Mhm.
I really feel like it's important for him. And I think it will be important for me, in the relationship or whoever, if, after reunion, if we're not together.
Yeah,
You like
girl.
how I had to throw that in there, huh? Just
Right.
in case.
Because I was getting ready to ask. I'm like, so we see that finger. What's going on? What's going on?
On my finger because after the finale, he put a ring on. Well, at the finale, he put the ring on it. So yeah, that's where we are now.
Okay, girl. Okay. And we do have one question from Tatiana. She said, "Do you feel that going through this process with other couples was helpful for your relationship?"
I definitely feel like going through it was very helpful because you have people to talk to about it. Like the
Mhm.
girl had opportunities to get together and I can just really just vent and tell them, and they know what I'm going through because they're going through the same thing.
Mhm.
It's not like somebody's judging you. I'm telling my friend like, girl, I'm going on these dates and this what it's like they can't really grasp it, but they got
Mhm.
it. And even certain parts where I feel like it was a struggle for Hollywood, the other guys would step up and be like, hey, bro, are you handling this wrong? Or, hey, like, let her do the process, like, hey, chill out, and it would bring him back down because me saying it, he was just like, nah, you the one hurting me, so I'm not listening to you,
Exactly.
So I definitely feel like doing it with the other couples helped us out a lot. But I definitely would love to do counseling alone, but
Mhm.
doing it with somebody, it really helped.
Okay. Do you and the girl still talk? Like, did you guys kind of
All
form like a friendship? Okay.
all
Okay.
the time. Yeah, Tamika and I we're always out together. Tamika and I. But yeah, we'll all get together sometimes or just watch the show or something like that. But just even outside of the show, Tamika and I think we have the closest bond out of all of the girls. But we all, we're all in a group chat. We clown and pick with each other every
Mhm.
day. But yeah, we're friends.
Okay. I'll keep my comments about Shay. So
Say what you gotta say. I done heard it all.
You need more therapy, child. But we look, we just gonna leave it out there. We gonna leave it right there. I'm like, you and Michael, y'all need go to therapy. Go to therapy. But did you agree with what the decisions the other girls made? Like, did you feel like, okay, they made the right decision with the finale? Since we don't know what's going to happen at the reunion, but with the finale,
I feel like everybody made the right decision for themselves at that
Mhm.
moment. In that moment, I definitely feel like, it's not like anybody had any regrets or felt like they should have done anything different in that moment. Definitely.
Yes, for that PC answer. Come on, Ashley. Come on.
I'm on it. Okay.
You said you won't fool me. Not today.
Not today.
So, would you do reality TV again? Are you here for that?
Oh, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. I'm not the type of person that, I would rather do more substance kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. But yeah, I'm not opposed to it. But yeah, it was fun. It was a fun journey. Like I said, even during quarantine, it was, you had nothing to do. So it was an amazing experience. Got some help, got some, got to look at some good eye candy, got to meet some friends. I just moved to Atlanta at the time. So I'm just like, it kind of helps me out. It was a win-win for me.
So that's dope. So what's next for you, girl? Look, now I done told you we're best friends. I need to keep tabs on it.
You know what? I hate to say this kind of stuff because I have so many like people that go online and say, "Oh, y'all are actresses and y'all are entertainment. Like this is fake. Like this is," and it's not. The thing is, what I don't understand is how they feel like actors and actresses cannot have real lives.
Right.
Go through things. Like you see so many people going through divorce, like Cardi B, Taraji. Like you see people go through things like this and they're actors. That is who I am. That's why I moved out here. This opportunity came and I was like, oh my God, this would be amazing. But for me, I've done theater, I've done that kind of stuff, but I want to get more into TV and film. And I moved to Atlanta to pursue that. But yeah, definitely nothing on this show, especially not for me, was fake. Nothing. And I think that's why people, identify with me because I was being authentic. I don't want anybody to think that anytime I had a tear come down my eye or any tremble in my voice that I'm putting on a show because I'm not. The death of my father was buku real. That is something that I cannot take back. That is something that I cannot get over. Even when you think of a marriage and you think about going to that next level with your partner, who is there for me? Yes, I have brothers. Yes, I have anybody, father figures, but I don't have my father. So I don't understand how someone can think that this stuff is fake. Go on my Instagram. You can see for 9 years it's me and him. Yes, but we're happy, whatever. But of course, you don't see it all. You're not gonna be posting on Instagram talking about I'm crying today because he made me mad. No, you're not gonna see that. But the thing is, that was the thing that just drove me about people. Oh, y'all actors. It's just like that does not mean it's fake. Like you know what I'm saying? It was just like I don't know. It was crazy.
And I think anyone who actually like really watched the show and didn't have that sort of mindset could understand because the pain that we heard from you guys was real pain. You could see it, you can feel it, and I don't think that was something that could be feigned, unless you are like a ridiculous actress,
I ain't there yet.
Right.
It does like that was my thing too with him. I'm like, to see myself get worked up like that stuff still affects me. Like it's in me and I have to get it out. And the thing is, I carry that going into a marriage. Like I don't, like I really don't. But yeah, none of that stuff was fake. Definitely not for me. Definitely not. I'm just like, I told too much of my business. If I was going to be fake, baby, I wouldn't have been saying half the stuff I said. Okay.
Well, are there any cringy moments that you've seen watching back, wishing maybe you did something different or you didn't say that?
Come on, girl.
Well, listen, I think that I was a perfect lady on all of my dates. And
I'm gonna mute your mic.
listen, my mama is an ordained minister, and she told me, she said, Ashley, I feel like you handled yourself classy.
Mhm.
So if she said I was classy, I'm like, well, I'm good. I think, you know, maybe situations. Listen,
You did. You
look,
handled yourself very well.
you live every day. You die once, okay? I had fun. I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed my 2 months, okay?
I mean, watching it, I don't think you really had anything to be ashamed of. And I mean, like I said, you were just 100% authentic and real in yourself. And I think that's why people really gravitated to you guys so much.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, they're not putting on any airs. Like, this is Ashley, this is Hollywood. Like, I'm pretty sure if the cameras weren't rolling, we would still get Ashley in Hollywood.
Yeah, you definitely would. But I feel like Hollywood turned up. He's extra, no lie. He's all the way live at 5 every single day, every minute of every day. But I felt like certain moments, I think he was conscious of the cameras, and I think he didn't want to be embarrassed, and so he buck up a lot more, thinking that that was protecting himself. And you know, that kind of stuff really affected me too, because you know, as a woman that you say you want to marry, I want you to be able to protect my heart, protect my feelings, you know, before you try to protect yours. Like, if you know you protecting you is gonna hurt me, then you shouldn't do it, you know. And I felt like, and I get it. You know, it's hard to see your woman going on a date with somebody else, another man, and another man that she think is fine, that she like. I know it's hard. Like, I know it is hard, you know, but I just want a little more emotional maturity and stability to where you can verbalize and communicate, effectively communicate and comprehend what I'm saying, you know, because I felt like I needed to complete it. I did. I felt like I needed to complete what I was doing. And I understand some things he felt like I went too far. Like, he was just like, you pushing too much. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I don't remember it. I'm sorry. I blacked out. Forgive me, you know, but, you know, it's still difficult, you know, because so during the process, I told him everything that happened on every single date. Every date, I told him every little bit of everything. Like, even the pineapple thing, I told him about it, but I didn't tell him about it at the session. I told him about it at home because I knew he was going to probably blow. But I did tell him before it aired. The thing is, when I saw it for the first time at the reunion, it was like he had never seen it ever. But he didn't. He hadn't seen it. But I'm saying it was like he never even heard of, like, nothing. It was just like, what? Like, you know. Yeah. So that was my only thing. It hurt me to see him hurt. Like, it really did. You know. But I didn't know that was gonna happen. How about
you innocent, girl. You innocent.
I'm innocent. My eyes were closed, my hands was up. I ain't see nothing.
Even though you had the whole, you know, you innocent, girl.
And pineapples are my favorite.
Right.
Lord, I'm from pineapples.
And we actually have another question from Lisa. She said, how did your family feel about you being on the show?
At first, I think, like, my mom and stuff was a little apprehensive, because she was just like, oh Lord, you telling all your business, and now all my people that come to my church, like, they gonna be all in your business, they gonna be looking. And so I think she kind of felt the way, but everybody else was very supportive, you know, very supportive of me, especially once it came out and they saw that I wasn't out here thotting and bopping, like, you know what I'm saying? I was, you know, carrying myself like she raised me and just doing the work, you know. I think she turned out to be okay with it. Everybody else did too. It just kind of was like, why is this boy saying something sexual on every, like, they had a, like, and then why is he talking to you like that? Why is he, you know, so my people had that perspective. His family had the perspective of, oh, so she want another date? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was total opposite. Like, his people see my disrespect and mine see his disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm. Now, I know you can't say too much because the reunion is airing, this Friday.
yeah,
but
that's Friday, 10/9 Central.
But do you feel any reservations about getting married? I mean, I know you and Hollywood were together for 9 years, and that's a long time, a very long time. And you went through this, this experiment together. Is there anything that's making you say, ugh, I don't know if this is for me?
You gotta watch the reunion too.
Ah!
Look, I'll come back after the reunion. The thing is, that is something I think I hit on. Like, and it's so crazy because even during this filming the reunion, I think a lot of times I blacked out. Like, you be in the moment so much that you don't really be like conscious. So even certain things on the show, like I'm like, I said that, like, like when that happened, like, So even at the reunion, I don't want to give anything up to say what happens after the reunion or what my current state is right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reserve that for after reunion, and I don't mind all of that.
All right, best friend. So that means you coming back?
I'll come back.
Ashley, thank you so much. I mean, you were so dope. And I'm so glad to know that the person that I was seeing on TV is the actual person that we got a chance to interview and sit down with. Super proud of you. You represented Black women well, and I'm happy that you were able to go through that entire experience. And just hoping that you do what's best for you, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people on social media in your ear, but I want you to do what is best for you, you know, so.
And I appreciate that so much. Thank y'all so much for having me on. And yeah, I'm happy y'all see I'm the same person like as on the show, because some people try to switch it up. They get the big head, but yeah, no, that stuff doesn't faze me. Right. That stuff does not faze me at all. I appreciate it so much. I will be back. And yes, that is something that, is definitely an ongoing journey, is to focus on what makes me happy. So I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Yeah. All right, girl. We will talk to you after this reunion, honey.
Yes. Make sure y'all listen. Get some popcorn. Get y'all wine. Jesus, because yeah. Honestly, I'm telling you, like, I gotta control my mouth. That's my only thing I would say, is that I'm too honest sometimes, and sometimes I think it'll be easy to lie. But
girl, it's okay.
We shall see. Tune in. And thank y'all so much. I had a blast.
Thank you. Bye, girl.